don't care what they have to ask. Tell them to write the show.
It'd be better. Especially the last episode of season 2.
You see, like, this is, you're just making my case.
Love you.
Did you already, has everyone been introduced up here? Do you know who you are? Did you introduce Ezra? No. Do you Ezra Vegas, my wonderful producer?
Not that it's that much of an achievement, but Walker is taller than both of us now. So, not that hard to do, but.
Please don't encourage him. He doesn't need this. It's weird because your dad's a cop, and I would hope that like that would scare you into a straighter life than what you've led. Cool. Day 5, season 2. So I thought Chris was gonna be here, but he's not. So the lone writer.
We're a tiny bit early, so maybe he's gonna like flop in at like 5:01.
He is a flopper. That may be true. You're right. We are 2 minutes. 2 minutes from theoretically starting. Is he there? Is this thing put? We could wait. There's just so many of us. I should just walk through the aisles talking at this point, like a motivational thing.
You won't? You won't do it?
All right.
TED Talk.
So on the day 5 points of success program.
Number 1, don't sleep.
Right. It's also the second rule. Don't go to sleep. It's worthless. This is a worthless program. All right, day 5, season 2. Let's talk about that. So shortly after the season 1 wrapped, let's see, rewinding Chris and I's brains. Season 1 wrapped in June, into July? No, first week of August. First week of August, we ended season 1, man, this is going way back. So, 2016. This will all make sense in the end, I promise. And we sat down and we started talking about season 2, and actually got greenlit pretty fast. They're like, we want to do season 2. For writing immediately, pretty much. So we knew that with season 1, we had kind of felt like Chris and I's postmortem of it was that we felt like we're very proud of season 1, but we felt like it didn't do the best job of telling a kind of a story start to finish, right? And season 1 is very like moment-to-moment survival. It's really similar in a lot of ways to Walking Dead season 1, where kind of each episode is different. You're kind of getting a picture of the world, and you're, it in itself as a character, you're kind of learning about all these different aspects, how people have survived, and of course meeting all your characters. So with season 2, we were like, we really want to tell a really satisfying story that pays off really big. And so we had these kind of tendrils of things hanging from season 1 that I personally found really interesting, and one of those was this idea that there was a safe sleep zone, and that somehow you could commodify sleep. And so that was kind of the genesis, I think, for the plot of season 2. It's like, we're going to explore this place, and we're also going to learn a little bit more about the people working against our heroes. I guess you call them bad guys. But like, they may not be so bad. We'll see, maybe get season 3 and there's some stuff. So we decided to tell a story, and also built around the twist. We already know who didn't make it. So the people who haven't seen it, have you not watched season 2 at all? Or you just like didn't finish? You didn't get to like 8? Haven't finished, okay. Well, 7 spoils that too. Bring him up so we may flog him. It was built around the sleep zone, and then also that we knew we wanted to tell the story from the bad guy's perspective, and we wanted to have a character who you kind of played as a hero, and then by the end of it turned out he was bad, and we were like, can we do that? Can we pull the, huh? Well, you want him, yeah, I mean, you have to hear, but like we wanted you to root for Aiden, right? So that was kind of our two things, like making sure we kind of wove this narrative that could really kind of gut punch and then end in these bad, like have this satisfaction in episode 7, penultimate episode, similar to like a Game of Thrones or something where it's the second to last. And then in 8 just have this fallout, like leave 7 on this big crazy twist, and then 8 just be the fallout of all those actions, have all these like character arcs tie up and whatnot. So this one's probably easier than.
Another thing that we want to do is like expand the world and show more beyond just like this, Texas and stuff. We want to show like Australia and see what because it's a worldwide apocalypse. And
Yeah.
just telling a small story in a small space. That was one thing, like with Walking Dead, that it's always. I mean, I guess they did a second show for showing other parts of the world, but
Yeah.
we wanted to be like, let's expand this world and actually showcase stuff.
Yeah, well, that was another thing in season 1 also for us, I think, in terms of, I think we're making a TV show on a web budget, and it's like a clown car. Doing a TV show on a web budget, so with season 1 especially, we kind of front-loaded that season. So it was very, like, we needed a really big pilot, so that, the pilot kind of hook you, and then as that season goes, it gets kind of smaller and smaller, and just kind of hones in on these characters, and it's nighttime at the start. And with season 2, we really wanted to expand the scope of everything. So that meant seeing it from like a more worldly view, having characters that were from different areas, seeing, obviously in the finale you see Australia for a bit, which we shot at RTX Sydney, and then just feeling like that scope was consistent start to finish, so that by episode 8, the world still felt big, the camp still feels big, there's still big, grand scenery, and there's a really satisfying funeral scene, because you're just like, he's finally gone. And it's held by it, like it looks really nice. I think everyone, the tears rolling down people's faces I've heard were because it looks so nice and not because here. That's my story of the genesis of season 2. Where are my fine actor people who would like to speak to any of that? Go ahead, not you. Walker, when did you know you were going to die?
Yeah. Josh is like, let me have some news for you. We're gonna be rolling in like 5, but
You're dead, Walker. We're at lunch. I'm like, Josh, just tell me, what do I do? He's like, do you really want to know more? I'm like, okay, I know what's happening. He's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, well, not if I kill you first, Josh.
What's weird is that wasn't even a conversation about the show. But you know what is weird is that
You're so dumb.
we filmed it out of order because we had a big chunk where we filmed in West Texas for 3 weeks. And also to review, this was Bruce Lee's biggest production ever in terms of like production scope. We shot for 64 days, like 3 straight months, just living and breathing it. And in West Texas, like literally breathing in like dust storm after dust storm.
Yeah, didn't you catch ligma from that?
What?
Ligma.
What's ligma?
Ladies. Thank you.
Is this a Ford?
Go away, Josh.
I don't know. I don't know what this is. I got God, apparently. But we did film your death scene. Spoilers to the other
Fair warning, girl. They're real slow on the uptake if that was the spoiler.
We just spent 5 minutes talking about him dying.
But we filmed your death scene in like 3 or 4 weeks before we wrapped the show. So we'd already done all the big emotions, and Jesse had to like run around in the desert and do, episode 8 for you is like that's some heavy lifting, like acting wise, which is great. And they're pretty good, huh? Pretty good for us.
I don't know if that was on purpose, before takes.
Well, that's weird because I told them to put you under the rocks. So I'm gonna find the AD and get this saved.
You're like, yeah, the coyotes always stay on there.
That's in season 3, guys. You're
Just showing up at the grave site, and Josh is like, "There's so many rocks. Like this is not how you know I would have taken them to get that many rocks.
Right.
How many rocks?
There wasn't even rocks around. There's just nothing there. There was nothing.
I don't know.
I'm like, where do you find all these perfectly sized rocks? We have a limit, guys. It's 5 days. What are you doing?
Some continuity problems. Was that, but in terms of doing the funeral stuff though, was that tough for y'all to do that? It wasn't early in the production, but
Wasn't
it
tough
still
for
had a
me,
lot of
Josh.
like more mellow stuff. I mean, this is a show, especially this season for all y'all, where we shot season 1. We were mostly able to shoot chronologically, and season 2 we shot wildly out of order. I mean, there were days where we had 3 or 4 directors handing off the reins throughout the day because we needed a piece of episode 5, a piece of episode 7, a piece of episode 8. How is that as actors? Do you love it?
You know,
I don't get
For some reason, Davey, we were talking about this last night.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't we went to the
So we're out in the desert, and like in the afternoons, it would get really dusty sometimes. The wind would just kick up, and you'd be standing around outside, and it would whip you around. It just, dust blowing up your nose. It's terrible. And one day, for whatever reason, we hadn't really looked at the call sheet. There was some juggling and some changes, and Stephanie and I, and maybe Katie. There was like 3 or 4 of us, but definitely Stephanie and I were together, and it was like, we get to go early. We get released early. It was right after lunch, and they didn't need us anymore. So we had shot ourselves in the morning, ate lunch, had a nice little break, and then it was like, oh, we get to go home. And we're like high five, and we're dancing, and we look over, and Davey's got the last shoot of the day, and he's just like sitting there in his crib. and it,
This happened a couple times.
so he started telling we were hanging out last night. He started telling the story, and I knew instantly. Stephanie, like,
No, it's freaking miserable. And I had particularly a bunch of shoots during some pretty particularly violent windstorms, and so my nose was just raw, and so it was constantly draining, just constantly. I literally had a dish rag in my pocket because paper just wasn't doing it. So I'm shooting this scene, and then all of us were in it. We're all, just doing our thing, and we wrapped the scene. And I knew I had at least one more shoot, but I naturally would assume I was going to get to do that next. Everybody else is like so happy. Oh, we're going home. I'm going to have dinner. Really? Right now. Right now. And they're not even shooting my scene right now, man. 2 freaking more scenes to wait while you guys have dinner. For the 3rd day in a row.
To be fair though, everybody got screwed on this production. And it's my fault. I mean, Joel drove out to Alpine. He had, a few scenes out there, and then like he was ready to leave. We were like, actually, we could use your car. Yeah, but we don't shoot that until Thursday. He's just like, oh fuck.
So one of my favorite things on one of the weekends, because we shot over, it was broken up on the weekend, so we were in Alpine, and a bunch of us went to Marfa to hang out. And we went to the Hotel Paisano, which was the hotel where the cast and crew that shot Giant with James Dean stayed in like whatever 1954.
I will have seen Giant.
Whatever.
Yep.
Classic old film from the 50s.
I I've seen it. It's good.
And there's a bunch of, so there's in the hotel, there's a bunch of photos of James Dean and like shots from behind the scenes and them hanging out in the hotel and all this stuff. It's great. And we went back to our little back to Alpine at this little rinky-dink roadside motel in Alpine, like Motel 6 quality. And I'm like, Josh, someday they're gonna have photos of you up in this.
We're the only person who got decent room service was Aaron. Or cleaning service.
Yeah, no one, yeah, you had to, like, it was like 5 or 6 days before they would, like, change your sheets. Like, you had to be like, no, seriously, guys, can you really change my sheets? Like, you know.
I played a lot of Zelda in
You did.
West Texas.
My Zelda.
Yeah,
So did I. We all played a lot of
I took his
Zelda.
Nintendo Switch because he wasn't getting things done.
No, in terms of shooting out of sequence, it was pretty crazy. Like, we had to reverse engineer some of the emotional arcs because we would map everything out, and then there were pieces we had to shoot that happened later, and then we'd come in, we'd shoot stuff that happened earlier, and then they rewrote scenes that were in between those. That then you'd have to like take how you ended this scene, how you started that one, and then like fill in and color in the blank space. So it was really, mental gymnastics in terms of really piecing things together to make sure that it worked. But my favorite story, and since we're on the West Texas part, is we're shooting. So it's Meredith and Allie and Gabby, and we're shooting that where we pull out the guns and we have like the standoff. And so we're there, and like it's all intense, and we've got the guns up, and this gun that I have is like so heavy. The heaviest gun, my arm's like, nah. I'm like, I don't know if I can hold this anymore. I was like, oh my God. And suddenly I hear this, and I'm facing this way, and I hear back here this like, I'm thinking, oh my God, there's like a truck coming in, and we're gonna get, what the hell? Because we have 10 layers of people making sure that there's no noise on the set, no one walks through the set. What is this sound? And finally, I'm gonna stay in character till the end of time, and I'm just holding because he hasn't called cut yet, and I got this gun, and my arm is shaking, and I'm thinking, what is gonna happen? And I look over, and there's a windstorm that's taking up like the tent, and someone's phone got thrown in. It was Meredith's phone got like jacked up. Someone gets knocked in the head. The script gets knocked in the head, and it's moving. And I'm thinking, okay, we have this shade over our head, and I'm thinking I'm definitely just gonna get wrapped around by all these. Anyways, we're about to die, and not from the gun that I'm holding or the gun she's holding, the fake one. And then it just disappears. So these windstorms were dangerous, literally dangerous, and added a little extra oomph to the scene. So that's my story.
We had porta